Yo guys, what's up? I got the plays for you guys for the NBA games on Monday. We got 4 picks for you guys in this video that we're going to get into in 1 second. First, before we do, real quick, I am starting to get a little sick. So if my voice sounds off or I'm sniffling or something like that, I really do apologize. But even though I'm sick, I'm still going to be posting every day for you guys. I'm not going to miss a day regardless of how sick I am. So for that, please, if you guys could do me a favor, drop a like on this video real quick. It takes 1 second. It's right there. It's just one button. It's obviously free. It just helps me out a ton. And I really would appreciate it because I grind these videos out for you every day. Do not forget to subscribe, guys. Like 70% of people watching my videos are not subscribed for some reason. But again, I post these videos every day for you, and we're very close to 25K subs. So if you could subscribe, I would really appreciate that as well. But if you have been following us for the NBA playoffs so far, we have been doing pretty well. Obviously, we're not cashing every single day, but we have cashed a pretty decent amount. We cashed, I want to say, like 2 days ago here. We've cashed, these are pretty much, most of the slips we've cashed in the YouTube, but we did miss today in the Warriors-Rockets game on Sunday night. So hopefully we can bounce back here on Monday. But before we get into the plays on this video or in this video for you guys, real quick, I also do have a VIP that is completely free. If you haven't watched my videos before, all it is you get free extra slips texted directly to your phone, just screenshots every single day of a ton of extra slips that are my favorite plays for that day, for whatever sport's on that day. So you're just going to get a ton of extra slips. And again, it's texted to you. It's a screenshot. So it's super simple, super easy. If you want the free month of VIP, all you have to do, the links are down below for you in the description and comments of this video. Make sure you live in one of these white or gray states on this map right here, including even parts of Canada. If you are, that means you could download the Sleeper or the Chalkboard app. You do not have to download both. Just choose one or the other. Download the app. It's going to ask you right away if you have a promo code. Make sure to type in code GHOST before you deposit. It has to be before you deposit, but just make sure to actually type in code GHOST. As long as you have code GHOST in, deposit at least $10. Drop a comment down below saying, hey, I used your code. That way I'll be able to find you, and then I'll send you the link to the free month of VIP. Again, it does not matter which app you download. If you use code GHOST on either one of these apps and deposit at least $10 using code GHOST, you will get the free month of VIP. Obviously, Sleeper and Chalkboard both give you $100 for free and a free square for the games on Monday. So that is overall, to summarize, $200 for free, 2 free squares, and a free month of VIP. If you don't even care about VIP or free money or anything like that, those apps are very good as well. I use them way more than Prizepicks. I don't even really use Prizepicks at all for the NBA or MLB season. I only use it for football. So I'd highly recommend to have Sleeper or Chalkboard for the NBA playoffs because their payouts and their lines are way better. Last thing I need to say, if you guys are already on both of those apps, but you want the free month of VIP still, you can get a friend or a family member on using code GHOST. I will give you the free month of VIP, so it's going to work that way as well. I really don't care. I want everyone to get free VIP, so if you or anyone you know uses code GHOST, you will get the free month of VIP. Again, just let me know down below in the comments. But let's hop into the video. So obviously, 4 picks again today. We have 2 games, finally round 2 of the playoffs, so we get some different matchups to look at. The first matchup I really want to attack here is going to be Derrick White. And this is honestly less of a matchup situation and more of a line situation. So his line for his fantasy score is set at 32.5. If you've been following the channel for a while now, you know that this season specifically, we've been going over on Derrick White a ton. He's been playing really, consistently and really well over the course of the season, but especially this playoffs as well. So if you look at the line at 32.5, the one thing you need to see here is obviously he's gone over 4 of his last 5 games. He missed this game, but it was a blowout where he only played 30 minutes. Normally he's playing well over 35 minutes, especially in the playoffs. So at 32.5, in the playoffs so far this year, when he's played at least 35 minutes, which again, that's not that crazy for him. He usually does play over 35 minutes in any sort of close game. So when he goes over 35 minutes in a game, he's gone over this fantasy score line in every single game in the playoffs so far. And when he's played at least 35 minutes, so the same criteria, he's gone over this line every single game against the Knicks this year as well. So he's played the Knicks, I want to say like 4 times this year. He's played at least 35 minutes, and I want to say 2 or 3 of those games, and he went over in both those games. And he actually didn't even just barely go over. He's been getting like 37, 38, 40 fantasy score against the Knicks this year. So he's been playing really well against them and really well in the playoffs. I still think he's just underrated. It's crazy to me that they every single game put his line really low, regardless of if he hits this line or not this game. They're still probably going to put it at, around the same exact number for the next game. And over the course of the playoffs, let's say they go all the way to the finals, I would expect him to average over 32.5 fantasy score easily. So while it's still at 32.5, I'm going to continue to take the over for Derrick White on his fantasy score. Not to mention, by the way, yes, he's gone way over that line against the Knicks this year. He hasn't had a game against them yet where he's had a couple steals or a couple blocks. In pretty much every game, he's only had like one steal. So if we get lucky and he gets like 3 steals in this game, that's a ton more fantasy points as well. So he's been doing it pretty much just all off, PRA. So I really like his fantasy score at 32.5, and I just really like Derrick White in general in this playoffs. But the next play we're going to be going to is going to be Jokic, and we're going to be taking him over his rebounds and assists. So this line was actually a little bit lower than I thought. I thought we were going to see it at least 23. We're getting it at 22.5 right now, which is a really good line for him. You could see he's gone over this 3 out of his last 5 games. These last 2 games, he did not do as well rebounding the ball, but 22.5 against OKC. If you don't know, he has destroyed OKC this year, especially on the boards. He has had multiple games over 15 rebounds. I want to say one game he had like 20 rebounds against them. So he's been doing really good on the glass against them in this season. But the reason I want to add the assist to it is because, first of all, it's Jokic. The guy, could easily go out there and get 15 assists and no one would even bat an eye. But the other thing is, if you watch how the Clippers defended him, they did pretty well at stopping him when it comes to scoring the ball. And I think the Thunder are going to do something very similar to that, double, triple team him if they have to. And he's going to make the right read. He's going to make the right play. And he should probably get about 10 assists, if not more, in this game. The other games he played the Thunder this season, he had a couple games where he had 13 or 14 assists as well. So 22.5. He's played them 4 times this year. He's gone over this line 3 of those 4 games. He goes over this pretty much every playoff game he's played in the last couple of years of his career. So Jokic at 22.5 rebounds and assists, I'm going to continue to take this line as well. It's another one that we're going to keep monitoring over the course of this playoff series. If he doesn't go over it here, I might even take it the next game if it's set at 22.5. I just think that's too low of a line for him. He could easily go get 15 rebounds or 15 assists and then just dominate the line. So 22.5, we're definitely taking the over rebounds and assists for Jokic. The next 2 plays are just going to be goblin plays, which I do pretty much, throughout the playoffs. I've been doing this where I just throw 2 goblin plays in, which have really good odds of hitting, and it's just going to bump the payout from like a 3x to close to a 5x. First one's going to be SGA over 26.5. Denver's not good at guarding point guards at all. Honestly, he might even go over his normal line at like 31.5. I might even take that in VIP. I'm not sure yet, but SGA, I really like him in this game, in this situation. It should be a decently close scoring game. He really didn't have to do that much against Memphis, and he still went over this line in a lot of his games here. So, 26.5 points. I really like that for SGA. I don't think I have to explain that too much. The guy's averaging like 31 or 32 points per game this year, something like that, like in the 30s, I want to say. But we all know SGA, great scorer, probably the MVP this year. I'm taking him over 26.5 right there. And then the last leg we're going to be doing is similar kind of in a way. We're taking Jalen Brunson over his points goblin at 20.5. So this is also just, another line that should be pretty easy to hit. And again, it's just to bump the payout a little bit. He's gone over this every game this year against Boston. He's gone over this in pretty much every playoff game the guy's ever played in, obviously, except this game right here where he had some like injury problems and stuff like that. If he's not injured, if he's healthy in this game, plays his normal minutes against Boston, should be a pretty good game. He should go over 20.5 points right there. So that's going to be the four plays I have for you guys for today on Monday. Again, make sure to drop a like on this video. I'd really, really appreciate that. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel either. Before we get out of here, I will remind you guys, take 5-10 minutes out of your day right now. Go to the links down below. Deposit on either Sleeper or Chalkboard. $200 for free, 2 free squares, and a free month of VIP. And again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. These apps, especially for baseball and especially for the NBA playoffs, are way, way better. Their lines, way better. Their payouts, 95% of the time, is going to pay you more money if you hit the play on Sleeper or Chalkboard than if you hit the play on Prizepicks. Highly, highly recommend it. Could not recommend it enough to have, honestly, both of these apps, but at least one of these apps if you don't have them already. But again, you also get $200 for free, 2 free squares, and a free month of VIP just by using code GHOST when you download it. If you want the a free month of VIP, just remember to drop a comment down below. But other than that, guys, these are the 4 plays I have for you for the games on Monday. Good luck to our bets, and I'll catch you next video.